Switched, Swapped, and Centered. Episode 5, The Aurelia.
She went towards the cashier. That's when someone else entered. That someone had two fit men in black suits beside her, an expensive jacket, and a face that looked like someone had decided to duplicate April for fun. The bodyguard to her left opened his mouth. Here comes the world-famous child actress Aurelia Parker.
April hurried over and hid behind a rack. She was lucky no one saw her carefully before, or she would have been mistaken for this Aurelia Parker. People rushed around Aurelia, taking photographs as she joyfully signed papers. Her bodyguards scanned the crowd, their faces devoid of any expression. Finally, the crowd thinned around Aurelia, and April watched as her look-alike disappeared between two aisles. "How am I going to buy this without anyone thinking I'm her?" April muttered. She started walking around randomly, avoiding people and holding the bread to cover her face. The three people she met before? Did they think she was the famous child actor? No, if they did, they would have asked for a picture or something. Suddenly, she bumped into something. No, someone. Sore. She froze. In front of her stood Aurelia Parker. Aurelia's eyes widened. She opened and closed her mouth a few times before finally saying, You look just like me." "Shh," April said worriedly. Aurelia turned to her bodyguards who were looking in another direction. "Keep searching for the ramen. I'll check in this aisle." With that, she pulled April to a more secluded corner. "Hi," Aurelia grinned. April was a little taken aback. Aurelia was way too normal for a kid who had starred in movies. "Hi," April said hesitantly. "Don't be shy," Aurelia gushed. "I am the Aurelia Parker, 16 years old, and you are?" "I'm April," April said, wondering whether this was some kind of modern pranking technique. "And I'm 17 years old, I guess." "The April?" the child actress asserted. "No, just April," the 17-year-old retorted. Aurelia laughed and then studied her carefully. "You look like you haven't eaten in days," she remarked. April raised her eyebrows and sighed. "Is it that obvious?" Aurelia nodded. "Mm-hmm. You going to buy that bread?" "Yes," April responded. "Speaking of buying, I need to go now." Aurelia asked quickly, "Where are your parents?" "Them and their obsession with my parents," April murmured under her breath. "What did you say? I didn't quite catch it," Aurelia said cheerfully. Um, Far away," April replied. "Oh, okay. They wouldn't mind if you come along with me, would they?" Aurelia tilted her head as if she was wondering about the creation of the universe. April almost choked on her saliva. "Me? Come with you?" "Would they mind?" Aurelia pressed. "They wouldn't, but I do," April protested. "Great!" Aurelia exclaimed in satisfaction. "You're coming with me." And that was not a question, it was an order. "I'm not," April blurted out. "Why do you need me to come?" "It's top secret," Aurelia said, tossing her long ponytail back. "Plus, I'll give you food. Come on." She sounds less like a star and more like a whining toddler, April thought. "Fine," she sighed. "Yay!" Aurelia celebrated. "But," April interrupted, "I don't want people seeing that I look just like you." Aurelia furrowed her eyebrows. "Why?" "I don't want too much attention," April answered. "I don't want to be the Aurelia Parker." Um, okay," Aurelia said, not meeting her eyes. "You can wear this mask." April pulled on the mask, kept the bread, and allowed Aurelia to pull her over to her bodyguards. "She's my friend and she's coming over," Aurelia announced. The bodyguards looked confused as they looked at April, but stayed quiet nonetheless. Once Aurelia had made her purchases, April followed her to her car. There, a female bodyguard checked her with metal detectors and allowed her to get in. "I'm so glad I met you," Aurelia whispered. Whatever this excited girl is thinking, April thought, it's 100% not going to be simple or harmless.